少しつかめてきた気がするぞ。身勝手の極意。
It's astounding! This mortal really is something else. Look at that brilliant form. There can be no doubt. This is the true power, complete in all its majesty. This is autonomous Ultra Instinct!
Goku faced the god of destruction of Universe 10. Ramushi, the god of destruction from Universe 10, finally appears when Goku was scaring Gowasu. Gowasu says, Ramushi-san, you came here and noticed Son Goku's powers. Ramushi says, if it's not Son Goku here, I've been waiting for you this long. I knew the first universe you would want to come is Universe 10. It looks like Beerus wasn't able to eliminate him. Because of you, almost all universes were destroyed, Son Goku. Your naivety of believing that you can play with Zeno-sama whenever you want causes great catastrophes to be created. My universe never had very powerful warriors, that's true. In this way, a tournament of strength, a tournament of power, as it was in the tournament of power, it was obvious that it would be suicide for everyone. This is unforgivable. I want to settle my score with you ever since that Son Goku. Gowasu just stares. At that moment, in a great speed, Goku hits a punch in the face of the god of destruction of Universe 10, making him fly kilometers away. At that moment, Goku says, You talk too much. Get out of my face! Scared, Gowasu says, What? With just one hit? Gowasu was scared by what he saw and what he said in his thoughts. This is completely impossible. I learned that in the Tournament of Power, Son Goku showed unimaginable powers and managed to defeat several warriors. But he also awakened skills that even the God of Destruction have a lot of difficulty to perform as the Ultra Instinct itself. This is even more powerful. How could a mortal reach this level? Zamasu, who was envious of Son Goku's powers. It seems that he knew that Son Goku's body could reach unimaginable powers, but I remembered that Mr. Goku's personality was totally different from what he is today. He was calmer, much calmer. Not that now he doesn't be pure in your heart, but your senses of justice seems to be speaking much louder. What do you really aim for, Sir Goku? Goku, with a serious look, starts to skip. Come on! I know I haven't defeated you yet. Ramushi rises with his purple color ki and starts to rumble every Kaioshin planet in Universe 10. Ramushi says, Son Goku! Indeed, that power is incredible. So the rumors were true. You managed to master the Ultra Instinct. Know that there are few gods of destruction who are able to master this skill. But that doesn't matter. I will solve it with you based on brute force. Universe 10's God of Destruction begins to increase his powers in exponentially greater way. Goku watches and speaks. As expected, he actually manages to get stronger. I will not remain like this. The two begin to clash their fists. Goku throws several punches at Ramushi, who receives the punches from the Saiyan of Universe 7. But even receiving the blows, he continues to stand. Ramushi says, Come on, Goku! Show me what you're really capable of! Is that all you can do? Ramushi, upon receiving Son Goku's blows, begins to increase his Akaioshin strength even more, and in the blink of an eye lands a big punch on Goku's belly. Goku feels the punch of the God of Destruction. He screams, What power was that? Damn it! It was an even greater potency than Mr. Beerus! Ramushi says, Give up, Son Goku! You have no chance of winning! Gowasu watches and says, It seems that Ramushi-san is using his Akai fists. This skill is very powerful. At any moment he can defeat Son Goku like that. Long ago, it was said that Ramushi-san's Akai fist was capable of defeating any god of destruction. Now I can see that this is really true. It seems that his plans will not come to fruition with Goku. At that moment, Goku stands with his head down in front of the God of Destruction from Universe 10. Goku starts to laugh. I already understand your fighting style. You can't concentrate all the Hakai energy and activate the Hakai transformation. So your body can only concentrate the energy in one punch. No matter how strong that punch is, if you miss, you're vulnerable until you recover. Ramushi looks scared and says, "What? Impossible! How did you find that out?" Goku activates Ultra Instinct. Ramushi screams and speaks, "Don't play me, Son Goku! Ah! Yeah! Goku, with the mastery of Ultra Instinct, begins to dodge all of Ramushi's attacks with great ease. Goku begins to reflect how he behaves. I've already managed to analyze how he behaves. He moves with quick attacks, but when he creates his Hakai energy, his speed is reduced to land the punch. Since he can't fully activate Hakai form, I'll have to do an all-or-nothing attack. Since he can't fully activate Hakai form, I'll have to do an all-or-nothing attack. Hey, God of Destruction of Universe 10, get ready! This will be my final attack! Superior Dragon Fist! Ramushi watches and speaks. Want to decide this in one attack? Come on then! Hakai Fist! Universe 7. Vegeta was talking to Whis. Perhaps the biggest difference between me and Kakarot has always been in techniques. When Kakarot fought with me, in some moments I had more strength than him. He is a martial artist, and as it, had extremely powerful techniques. When he activated the Kaioken, he managed to raise his power to an entirely higher level. It was something incredible. His power surpassed mine exponentially. Even though Majin Buu was much more powerful than us, at the moment we were supposed to destroy him, Kakarot managed to use the technique mastered by Lord Kaio, who passed it on to him. Kakarot used the Spirit Bomb. After the defeat of the demon Majin Buu, we still had another extremely powerful enemy. A demon that did not think and only caused destruction everywhere he went. Whis watches and says, "Ho ho ho ho! Don't tell me that after you defeated the Majin Buu, you faced an even incredible more powerful enemy, Mr. Vegeta." Vegeta says, "Hyundagon, the demon who could only be stopped by the touch of Tapion's harmonica. An ancient warrior who gave the Z sword to my son Trunks. After that happened, things were complicated. None of the warriors of the planet Earth were able to defeat him. Not even Gohan, who was considered the strongest warrior who had released the mystical powers, had not managed to raise his power to the maximum. At that moment, the only one who was still standing was Kakarot. After Kakarot has no more resources to fight, and at that moment it is totally unfeasible to carry out a Spirit Bomb, Kakarot used an extremely different technique, the Dragon Fist. This attack completely obliterated the dragon." Whis is impressed. Vegeta concludes, "At that time, Kakarot only possessed Super Saiyan 3. I wonder what this technique would be like with Kakarot's current powers." Back to Universe 10. At that moment, the two fists clash between Goku and the God of Destruction of Universe 10. At that moment, Ramushi says, "It's impossible for you to beat me, Son Goku!" Goku remains serious. Gowasu doesn't believe what he sees. In a blink of an eye, a silver dragon begins to appear over Goku's body, and the dragon begins to swallow the God of Destruction of Universe 10. Ramushi says, "What? Impossible! You miserable Son Goku!" The dragon-shaped fist pierces the God of Destruction of Universe 10, causing his body to explode. Goku, in his Ultra Instinct stage, says, "You fought well. Too bad I was your opponent. Now, I will recover my energies and attack the next Hakaishin. You will know really who I am. I am Son Goku from Universe 7. Battle between Goku from Universe 7 and Ramushi from Universe 10. The winner is Son Goku. At that moment, all the gods of destruction noticed Ramushi's absence. All the gods of destruction noted the absence of the god of destruction from Universe 10. Goku was very tired. Goku leaned against the rock in Universe 10 and began to reflect. It seems that for this you did not expect it. It's not gods of destructions. The day that a mortal would challenge you to an endless fight, I was never afraid of you. I will never accept that any of you think you can do whatever you want. At that moment, a female voice appears and says, "What's going on here? I can't believe what you did to Mr. Ramushi. No. Mr. Ramushi did such nice little dances. Now who's gonna dance with me? Wait, I know you. You are that guy who almost won the Tournament of Power fighting Jiren. Why did you do that?" At that moment, Goku looks and sees Kuzu, the angel of Universe 10. Goku says, "Wait, you are..." Goku comes face to face with Kuzu, the angel of Universe 10. Kuzu says, "I do remember you. You're Son Goku, the mortal who impressed all the gods of destruction, aren't you? I'm very sad with you. You erased the existence of Mr. Ramushi. He danced with me and brought a lot of calm to this universe." Goku begins to reflect. Even though she's an angel, she has a totally different mindset than the other angels. A greater than normal purity in her heart. Maybe she doesn't even know exactly what the gods of destruction ended up doing. Maybe really she just wants someone to dance with. Just like Jen-chan wants someone to play with. At that moment, Goku says, "Your god of destruction did very bad things, and even attacked innocent gods. This is something very serious. Due to the order of all the gods of destruction, I was locked in a time chamber, so that I would be judged for crimes that I did not commit. Yet above, several gods of destruction agreed to attack my loved ones if I refused to be trapped in a time chamber." Kuzu looks amazed and says, "What? Did Mr. Ramushi have the nerve to do that to anyone?" "Hey, Mr. Goku, you don't seem like a bad guy. Do you want to dance with me?" Goku looks and speaks. Huh? She didn't even care about everything I just said. She just wants someone to dance with. Goku says, "My body is all broken, you see." Kuzu looks smiling and speaks. That's not a problem at all." At that moment, Kuzu uses her angelic energy and completely heals Goku's body. Goku has all his powers recovered. Goku says, What was that? But she doesn't care anyone that her universe's god of destruction has been eradicated. Does she just want to dance? Goku says, "Well, I don't have much time for that, you know?" Time passes and Goku dances alongside Kuzu. After Goku got tired of dancing, Kuzu says, "Mr. Goku, that was so really cool. You need to come back to this universe more often so we can dance more." Goku says, "Leave it to me, Kuzu-san." Kuzu concludes, "About your quarrel with the gods. Think about it. Not all the gods of destruction want to end it all. Some really just want to bring balance. Maybe something bigger is getting involved in all of this." Goku, with a serious look, tries to understand. Something bigger? Is there anything that goes beyond the gods of destruction? At that moment, Kuzu starts to smile and says, "But of course, this will be something you yourself will have to understand, Son Goku." Goku understands the words of the Universe 10's angel and says goodbye to Kuzu. Goku goes directly to Universe 11. Upon arriving in the universe, Goku reflects, "This is the same universe as Jiren. Thanks to Jiren, I was able to release my real powers. Having received the Spirit Bomb back, I managed to master the power of Ultra Instinct. Even at that time, no matter how great Jiren's powers were, he could not defeat me, even showing his ideals in all his fury. The technique that even the gods of destruction find it difficult to utilize made me have the greatest advantage in battle. But that fight made me realize that I need to have total control over the Ultra Instinct. Otherwise, it could lead to a major catastrophe over my body. The moment I was close to defeating Jiren, my body suffered an Ultra Instinct collapse, and this caused me to receive all the pain in my body at once. If it weren't for number 17 and Frieza, our universe would have been erased." At that moment, a female voice appears. It seems like you are reflecting a lot.
At that moment, Margarita, the angel of Universe 11, appears in front of Goku. Scared, Goku says, What? Why did she appear here? I couldn't even notice her key. That look. What's going on? I hid my key. Theoretically, it wasn't for anyone to notice my presence here. But wait, I'm talking to an angel. The level of all angels is similar to Mr. Whis. What am I talking about? Okay, what does she want? Margarita says, No, don't scare me like that. Don't give me that look. I just scrutinize as a precaution all the unknown interests in different universes. You know, angel stuff. Something that fascinates me is to see that a mortal can use the teleportation technique to wander over the universes. Goku starts to think. She's gotta be kidding me. It seems like somehow she knew I was coming here. But I have nothing against angels. I will speak the truth. Depending on your answer, I will have to fight. Goku says, Margarita-san, right? We are living in the age of gods against mortals. Days ago, I was cornered by Beerus, the god of destruction of Universe 7, and he made me imprison in the time chamber, threatening to attack all my family and loved ones. I later learned that Beerus did this with a plan by all the gods of destruction who saw me as a celestial threat. The problem is, I didn't do anything. I was tired without committing any crime. I was trapped. We mortals are made as pawns by the gods, and the moment they want, they eradicate planets like they were dust. I will not allow this to anyone. Not anymore. I will show my real power. And I, Son Goku, will put an end to all of this. I need to find your god of destruction. I'll settle accounts with that one. Margarita observes and speaks. You must be going crazy, right? You want to end the god of destruction one by one. That's just madness. Even if you manage to do it, what are you going to do next? Will it attack the angels? Or even Zeno-sama? There's no return path, Son Goku. Goku begins to reflect and speaks. What she's saying makes sense, but what should I do? It's so confusing to me. Goku begins to have different thoughts due to Margarita's words. It seems that the angel from Universe 11 knew how to manipulate words and enter the mind of the Saiyan from Universe 7. Goku begins to have multiple memories of all his battles. He remembers being trapped in a time chamber and sees the image of his entire family being destroyed next to the earth. Goku regains consciousness and says, It won't work on me. You're trying to manipulate me. Margarita starts to laugh. You managed to resist my wordplay. Well done, Son Goku. You want to find the god of destruction, don't you? Come this way. Goku seriously follows Margarita. Goku stumbles upon a giant castle on the planet of destruction. Goku gets scared and says, What is that? Margarita responds, This is Belmont's castle of destruction. He's right at the top. Good luck, Mr. Goku. Goku watches and speaks. This universe is more complicated than I thought. Universe 11. When Goku heard all the words of the angel Margarita, he started to reflect. But at the same time, he managed to come to the conclusion that Margarita was only thinking about manipulating him. At that moment, Goku on the planet of destruction of Universe 11 is faced with a gigantic castle, unlike all other universes in which Goku only found the god of destruction and challenged him. As he was faced with a totally different scenario, he discovered that Belmont, the god of destruction, in fact, who had a resemblance of a clown, was actually the Joker of all universes. This Joker who loved to make charades and unravel mysteries before his opponents find out. Goku came across the Joker's castle. What will Goku do in the midst of all this? At that moment, Goku speaks to Margarita. What are you planning? You want me to enter this castle without me knowing what awaits for me? You've always been a very cunning angel and totally different from the others. Kuza-san and Vados have a completely different temperament from you. No matter what the situation is, you always laugh. I will never trust you with anything. Goku begins to reflect. This angel is very connected to the god of destruction of this universe. If you think about it, maybe she can have a much stronger connection with Belmont. Unlike Mr. Whis and the other angels, she seems to care a lot about him. That'll be a problem if she decides to interfere in a fight between me and him. Damn it, I need to think about what to do. At that moment, Margarita looks on and says, Don't worry. If you want, I can accompany you and guide you until you reach our dear Belmont. Of course, you will have some challenges to prove that you're worthy of fighting the god of destruction of my universe. Goku, with a serious look, says, I've already fought against very powerful beings. I've already fought against beings that caused several catastrophes. And now I've just defeated the god of destruction of Universe 9. How dare you say that? Or do you question that I would be worthy to fight anyone? At that moment, Margarita says, But it doesn't mean anything! You defeated the god of destruction. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't mean that you can defeat another. It doesn't mean that the god of destruction you defeated was the strongest or that all the gods of destruction have similar strength. Have you ever realized or thought at least a few moments that a mortal just as he is powerful does not mean that all mortals have his power level or even his own race of Saiyans? Your entire race was wiped out by Frieza, but you were able to defeat Frieza himself. So do not confuse yourself right here. You defeating a god of destruction doesn't mean anything. Goku starts to get serious and starts to reflect. Is there such a difference in powers between them? Mr. Beerus couldn't understand if he really used all his strength, but I managed to stab him. But still, he is still alive and he said he will come back. I need to think of something. It looks like I have no choice here. I'll have to enter this castle and find this god of destruction. At that moment, Goku enters the castle of the god of destruction of Universe 11. Goku says, This place is strange. When Goku arrives at Belmont's castle and enters through the initial door, he is faced with a room full of cards and jokers. Several women were there. The women said, Look at that, a handsome man. Does he have time to dance with us? Goku tries to understand what was happening, what he was seeing. At that time, what seemed to be a very peaceful sight, Goku says, I need to find the god of destruction of this universe. The women says, Come on, don't waste your time. Come with us and dance with the flow. You're very handsome. I think you will love to be our slave. Stay here with us. Don't mind any god of destruction. Goku seriously responds, I don't have time for games. Let's go. Tell me where the god of destruction is. At that moment, the women observed and make a complete attack face to face and start screaming. We already said that it's for you to dance with us. We already told you that you're here to stay. In this palace, there are several floors and Belmont is at the top. We are the guardians here, the wrath of the god of destruction. You will obey us or be eliminated now, you insolent mortal. Goku watches and says, Is that all? You mean things wouldn't be as easy as I imagine? It's okay. I trained for this. At that moment, Belmont's wrath all goes to attack Goku. Goku dodges with great ease and says, I have no intention of hurting you. But if you carry on, I won't be left with a choice. The first wrath starts looking at Goku and starts laughing. Are you having pity on us? This seems like a joke. We who should talk about what we will or will not do with you. We are the greater numerical advantage and in terms of power as well. At that moment, Goku teleports at great speed and launches a great Kamehameha on each wrath. All wraths are eradicated and Goku says, Numerical advantage? As if I cared about that. In a tournament of power, I was the target of several extremely powerful warriors. Fighting with you doesn't make it any different. But things here are happening in a strange way. This castle is quite confusing. I said I wouldn't do anything to you, but since you couldn't calm down, that's the end for you. Goku begins to reflect and sees that things weren't happening the way he thought. Goku says, Damn it! This all seems to be very strange. Ever since I fought Romoshi in Universe 9, Universe 9 seems like it had an entirely different way of defending itself. It seems they didn't even care or have a defense strategy. Just Gowasu was making his tea and letting things flow normally. Right after Romoshi appeared and he came directly to attack me. His powers were high, but still not enough to defeat me. However, here, in Universe 11, it's totally different. As well as insisting on extremely powerful warriors. Even so, the God of Destruction is very cunning. To get to him, it is necessary to face several battles. So does that mean that was just the first hurdle? What's still waiting for me in here? I won't let you beat me. You will really know who Son Goku is. Goku walks towards the next door. At that moment, a voice comes up and says, "Where do you think you're going, Son Goku? We said you'll stay here and dance with us." At that moment, Goku gets scared and says, "What? You revived?" I thought this wasn't going to be easy. Goku activates his Super Saiyan transformation and prepares for the second round of the fight. Universe 11, Palace of Belmont, the God of Destruction. The center, the middle part, the nucleus. Belmont is sitting with his handmaidens and begins to speak. Looks like we have a visitor here. Does that mean that Son Goku decided to have an audacity to challenge the gods themselves? I feel that Romoshi's energy in Universe 10 has been completely eradicated. Romoshi, that idiot from Universe 10 ended up being eliminated entirely by a mortal. If the gods of destruction falter, they can be eradicated one by one. But then again, who knew there would be a mortal as powerful as Jiren? My bet to win the Tournament of Power was Jiren, the mortal who kept getting stronger and fighting for justice. But by the way, Goku managed to surpass his powers in the blink of an eye, surpassing his limit, less than 40 minutes. When the Tournament of Power started, he really wasn't most powerful, but then he managed to get stronger and stronger and raised his powers to extremely extraordinary levels. I couldn't understand what was happening. It seems that Jiren had lost the will to fight the moment he activated Ultra Instinct. Jiren couldn't do anything else through the fight. Goku, with the Ultra Instinct, and with great ease, managed to defeat Jiren and eliminate him. But then he received the punishment of the gods. This punishment was enough to make his body that couldn't take it anymore lose all its energy. It was as if the gods were punishing him for using all that power. But soon after, things started to get a little bit more complex. Everything started to change. It was as if the energy there had become much more intense, and it looked like a lot will end up changing. You've grown a bit. I have to admit, as time went by, you never gave up on getting stronger. Something that many gods of destruction held back, believing that no one else could surpass them. Now here you are, Son Goku, wanting to challenge me, and believing that you have the potential to defeat me? This sometimes sounds funny, but I won't let you do anything you're craving. It was a long time without fighting. Now get ready in case you make it this far. You will experience the true wrath and true power of Belmont, the God of Destruction of Universe 11! Goku was once again faced with Belmont's wrath. 3 female warriors who were extremely powerful but apparently easily defeated by Goku. When Goku was going to the next floor of the Palace of the God of Destruction, the Saiyan hears a female voice saying, "Where do you think you're going, Mr. Goku? Do you believe that with that alone you were able to defeat me?" Goku is startled by what he sees. The 3 refs come together and become just one warrior. At that moment, the Supreme Wrath says, "I am Zamir, Belmont's ultimate wrath. You have shown yourself to be very strong. Didn't you want to dance with my mates? Then you will have to understand what will happen right now. It seems that Belmont is giving me a full plate for me to finish you off. Know that here, within this universe, there are several races. And there are several servants of the gods of destruction. We will always try to reach the top so that one day we can be treated like them." Goku starts watching and says, "Who is she talking about?" At that moment, the Supreme Wrath responds, Margarita, of course! She was always treated very well by everyone. Margarita was treated well by Belmont since she was a little girl. The two always got along so well as children, and then when they got older, Belmont became the god of destruction and Margarita became the angel who accompanied him. But the truth is, I am the supreme wrath that should accompany Lord Belmont. I was always by your side, protecting you, you bastard. Doing everything, but he never noticed me because I was weak. But now, I have the necessary power that will be able to make him notice me. Can you see that? Can you? Goku starts watching and says, looks like the god of destruction and the angel have brainwashed you. You're kind of crazy. If you're here protecting him with your life, do you think he would ever be grateful to do anything for you? That's where you're wrong. You do not know anything. Now get out of my way and let me pass. I'm sure you can be freed and do what you want. At that moment, Zamir, the supreme wrath, begins to laugh at Goku and speaks. Do what I want? Are you insane? I'm already doing everything I want. I just want to finish you off, Son Goku, and show Belmont-san that I'm worthy of everything. So now, take my power! Wrath charges straight at Goku, trying to attack with a flurry of punches. Goku activates his Ultra Instinct. Goku launches several attacks at Wrath, but it starts to dodge. Goku walks quickly and begins to observe that no matter what attack he launches, the Wrath always regenerates her body and says, You will never defeat me! You can't realize that my body has gigantic regeneration. No matter what attack you do, no matter what attack you land, no matter how hard you try, I will finish you off and eliminate you, Son Goku! You will never be able to defeat me! Now say goodbye! At that moment, a big explosion happens. Everyone begins to raise their energies even more. The gigantic tower was being shown. No one else believed what they were being told. Wrath increasingly raised her powers, but in the blink of an eye, Goku's powers begin to increase even more in a totally exponential way. Belmont's wrath is frightened by Goku's strength. Goku says, I didn't want to do this, but I will have to because things are getting more complicated with you. It's sad to see the brainwashing that a god of destruction can do to a being. She believes that whatever happens, that Belmont will recognize her. But she doesn't realize that she is just a puppet made by him. Now I understand why his name is the Joker of Universe 11. It seems that everything he's doing is just a game. This palace, the floor to get to it, are all trainings he himself performs on beings. Zamir, I'm sorry. There's nothing else to do. Goku starts to remember his fight against Zamasu and says, I fought guys who were actually even immortal. They had extremely powerful abilities. Nothing I can do to eradicate your body. But after realizing everything that was happening, this time, I'm going to show you the true energy of everything I'm capable of! At that moment, Goku charges directly at Belmont's wrath and says, Hakai! A large Hakai energy is released by Goku on wrath. Zami looks scared and says, What? It is impossible! How a single mortal can accomplish this? What technique is this? It is the same grandiose technique as Mr. Belmont. I will be proud to be eliminated by this technique. It seemed to be seeing the same scam from Mr. Belmont himself. Goku with Hakai eliminates Zami's wrath. Finally, I'm free. Thank you, Mr. Goku. At that moment, Goku seriously said, I'll never forgive you, Belmont. To be continued. So hey, what do you believe and what do you imagine about all of this? Regardless of what it is more than important that you arrive exposing it in your comments so that we can answer to that crazy debate. Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss any videos. And that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.